sixth part.
Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, so let me introduce myself again. My name is Erin Nisha and you can call me Teacher Erin. Alright, so for today's video, it meant for year 5 students, which I'm going to teach in topic or unit 6 part again. Yeah, I know we are still in same topic, same unit 6 part, but it's just a same topic because we are going to learn about something different, something new, a new grammar today. So, if you have your textbook or student's book with you, please open it and use it along together. You can refer to page 68. So, this is the textbook that we are going to use. English Plus 1 Second Edition Year 5 Students Book. So, like I said just now, we are going to learn about something new, which is our main focus today. Main grammar today is past time expressions. So, without wasting any more time, let's get started. But before that, let me show you our objective, content standard, and learning standard for our lesson today. Objective. Number 1. To write and create a profile based off their favorite sports star in a short paragraph by using past time expressions. Objective number 2. To identify the correct past time expressions to be used. Last one. To practice and act out the set of dialogue in the given video. Content standard. Main skill. To communicate with appropriate language form and style for a range of purpose in print and digital media. Complementary skill. To communicate simple information intelligibly. Learning standard. Main skill. Spell a range of high-frequency words accurately in independent writing. Complementary skill. Give detailed information about themselves. Now, let's get back to our lesson. Alright, first things first, what do you know about past time expressions? What is past time expressions? In English, we use the simple past tense time expressions to talk about when things happen or to express or to show that something happened in the past. There are a number of words and phrases that are often used to show when an action or situation happened in the past. We call them as time adverbials. Here are some of the most common past time expressions, which is ago, at, yesterday, last, on, and in. Now let's see how and when to use them, and teacher will explain it to more further for you guys. First, time adverbial is ago. We use time reference plus ago to show how far back in the past something happened. Like examples. Ta-da! With ago, we can use 5 minutes ago, an hour ago, 3 days ago, 6 months ago, 10 years ago, many years ago, and also a long time ago. Like example in a sentences. The movie ended 5 minutes ago. The plane landed 2 hours ago. My son was born 6 months ago. Her husband died 10 years ago. I took that photo many years ago. I came to the city a long time ago. As you can see, we use time reference plus ago there. Second time adverbial is last. we use last plus time reference to mean the most recent or nearest to the present day time. For examples like this. For time adverbials last, we can use last night, last Monday, last week, last month, last January, last Christmas, last summer, and also last year. For examples in a sentences. First, I saw a game on TV last night. My parents traveled to Japan last month. Michael arrived in Mexico last January. Last Christmas, I got a lot of presents. My girlfriend and I met at the beach last summer. And the last one would be last year, Jack and Jill got married. And as you can see there, we use last plus time reference. Not. We say last night, last month, last year, and etc. But not the last night, the last month, the last year, and etc. Okay, take note. Third time adverbial is yesterday. We use yesterday or yesterday plus morning or afternoon or evening to talk about the day before today. For examples, like this. For yesterday, we can use yesterday morning, yesterday afternoon, and also yesterday evening. For examples in sentences. First one, Charles wore a suit to work yesterday. We got up early yesterday morning. She left the hospital yesterday afternoon. And the last one, yesterday evening, Joel called me. As you can see there, we use yesterday plus morning or afternoon or evening. Are you got that? Important note. We use last night, not yesterday night. We also use the expression the day before yesterday to mean 2 days ago. Example, I played soccer the day before yesterday. For your information, we also use the prepositions in, on, and at to say when something had happened. We use in with years, decades, and centuries. Examples like Nelson Mandela died in 2013. Second example, Manchester United won the English Premier League in 2010. Third, in 2000, Sydney hosted the Summer Olympics. Number 4, the examples number 4. The first man walked on the moon in 1969. Number 5, the Beatles were a popular band in the 60s and 70s. The last example, the last one is Ed Sanders died in 1900 because of brain injury after his boxing match. And we use on with specific dates. Like example, Martin Luther King was born on January 15. Second, on my last birthday, I had the best party ever. And the third one, Paul Westphal, who is an NBA player and coach, was born in January 2022. Then, for at, we use at with times. Examples like, first, we had breakfast at 9 a.m. Second, we went for a walk at noon. Third, the swimming game was end at 8 p.m. The last example would be, we talk about the problem at lunchtime. Okay? And additional info, note, as you notice, past time expressions are used with the simple past tense to talk about finished actions in the past. It is important to remember that there are two groups of verbs, regular and irregular verbs, like we just learned in the past week. If you still remember, regular, we add ed to make the simple past, example like work to work. And irregular, the simple past is different from the base form, example like eat to ate. Are you still remember, students? I have teach you about regular and irregular verbs in my previous video. So now it's the time for you to use it, okay, to implement it well. Alright, so now let's move on to our first activity. Are you ready, students? So what we need to do, we will write a short paragraph together. Alright, so now I will show you an example on how to write a short paragraph. Okay, so here's the example of our short paragraph. Now let's read it first. So here is the example of how to write a short paragraph. Okay, so now let's read it first. Miss Franklin's full name is Melissa Janet Franklin, and she is a swimmer from the United States. She was born on 10 May 1995 in California in the USA, and she now lives in Colorado. She first started swimming when she was 5. She began to compete in important competition in 2010 at the age of 14. She first broke world record in 2011 for the 200 meters, and she won 4 gold medals at the London Olympics. She's one of the best young swimmers in the world. Last month, she won again the gold medal at the World Olympic in Tokyo. She makes everyone feel proud of her. Alright, as you can see, the words that I bold there is how to use past time expressions in the paragraph. Alright? So how was it? Do you get inspired by her? Okay, now we will write and create a new short paragraph together, okay, based on that example that I have shown you. But before that, let's choose who are our favorite sports star profile that we want to write a short paragraph about by using past time expressions that I have teach you just now. So let's say we chose a favorite sports superstar profile is Neymar Jr. So let's write about him. Okay, for the first paragraph, let's write about his biodata. Okay, let's start. Neymar's full name is Neymar da Silva Santos Jr. and he is a football player from Brazil. He was born on 5th February 1992 near Sao Paulo in Brazil, but he now lives in Europe and plays football there. Okay, for second paragraph, let's write about this. Neymar first played football when he was a young boy, and at the age of 11, he became a junior player with the famous Brazilian team Santos. He continued to play for Santos, and in 2009, he became a player in the Santos first team. Neymar first played for Brazil in 2010, and after that, he won South American Footballer of the Year in 2011 and 2012. And the last paragraph, we can write about this. He also won the Samba Goal Award in 2015 for the best Brazilian footballer in Europe. He is one of the most successful footballers in the world. Last week, he has successfully scored 3 goals on his matching game at World Cup 2021 in Tokyo, and at the same time brought victory to his team. Alright, that's all. And as you can see there, I used the past time expressions in the paragraph. For the first question, I had a nightmare. I had a nightmare. So the answer is, I had a nightmare last night. Second question, my boyfriend bought that house. My boyfriend bought that house. The answer is, my boyfriend bought that house 3 years ago. Third question, she painted her house. She painted her house. The answer is, she painted her house last week. We went to the movies. We went to the movies. The answer is, we went to the movies yesterday evening. Last question, I did my homework. I did my homework. I did my homework yesterday morning. Well done, everyone.
Now, let's look at some examples in conversation.
Hi Matt. Long time no see. You haven't been here since last month. Where have you been?
I was in Hawaii. I just got back 2 days ago. Here is your souvenir.
Wow, what could that be? I hope it isn't the same melted chocolate that you gave me last time you went to Hawaii.
No, it is just a wilted rose. But it was fresh when I bought it last week. That was about 5 days ago.
Hey Jack, check out this new cell phone my brother gave me for my last birthday.
Wow, that is much nicer than the one you received 2 years ago. In fact, it looks like the one I lost last month.
So now let's acting out. I'm scared. Okay, let's try together. Okay. So I will be the woman and the guy. Okay. Hi Mac, long time no see. You haven't been here since last month. Where have you been? I was in Hawaii. I just got back 2 days ago. Here is your souvenirs. Wow, what could that be? I hope it isn't the same melted chocolate that you gave me last time you went to Hawaii. No, it is just a wilted rose, but it was fresh when I bought it last week. That was about 5 days ago. Okay, second dialogue. Hey Jack, check out this new cell phone my brother gave me for my last birthday last month. Can you guys reply? Wow, that is much nicer than the one you received 2 years ago. In fact, it looks like the one I lost last month. Okay, that's all, students. And I hope you students could do the same in your house or anywhere to be more confident to speak out or try this dialogue in your house or your partner or your friends. Okay, don't forget to try it. Okay, you also could practice it at home, practice it with your family and friends. Okay. Okay, so this is the conclusion for expressions for past tense. You can see there, I put out the example sentences. Add on in. How to say years in English. Success criteria. By end of this lesson, the student should be able to write and create a profile of their favorite sports star in a short paragraph by using past time expressions. By end of this lesson, the students should be able to identify the correct past time expressions to be used. Last one, the students should be able to practice and act out the set of dialogue in the given video. So I think that's all for our lesson today, and I hope you learned a lot from my video. So I shall see you guys on my next video next week. And don't forget to study and do your revisions, okay? Also, don't forget to subscribe to my channel, and a big thumbs up would be very appreciated. Alright, bye, take care, stay safe, and I love you.